sunset. That doesn't change.
Some things do change though, don't they? There's technology, there's new things to learn, there's different things happening in the world all the time. But one of the things that I wish hadn't changed is the way we treat people. Please and thank you and I'm sorry and I won't do that again. I made a mistake seem to be words that just don't get used anymore, or very rarely. And it's interesting because we live in a world with social media, with technology, with lots of screens and lots of communication, but our communication skills have gotten very poor, have you noticed? One of the things that's been an interesting thing for me to take note of, an old lady that used to answer the phone connected to the wall, is we obviously communicate with our phones. So if you contact somebody via their phone, and everybody carries their phone with them all the time, I'm one of those rare people, I'm out here in this beautiful, I can't explain how gorgeous it is out here. I would never bring my phone out here because I want to enjoy the peace and quiet. But I have noticed that if I send messages on my phone, if I leave voicemail messages, because nobody answers their phone anymore, it's very rare for people to respond. Now, I come from a world, an old-fashioned world, where if the phone rang, you answered it. If somebody spoke to you, you would talk to them. But I now live in a world where I thought as an old lady I would be treated with respect, and I'm not. Well, that's okay, because now people reveal who they are. But it's very, very rare for me, and I send lots of text messages and lots of emails, and I call lots of people, because I'm a communicator, and I have messages to communicate. But very few people respond, and very few people read the messages that I send or listen to the voicemails that I leave. Now, that's okay. That's just how people are. But what do you expect your reputation to be if somebody calls you, somebody sends you a message and you don't respond? Now, no response is a response today. When we called people before and the phone was on the wall, we'd say, well, they're not home, they must be out for dinner, or they're out having a picnic, or they're out playing in the backyard, because they're not answering the phone. But now we know that people are on their phone. They take their phone with them everywhere. It's connected to their hand. So obviously what happens is Rowie sends a message, or she calls, and they see Rowie, or they see a message from Rowie, and they go, oh, too busy, don't want to deal with that right now, forget about it, delete. And again, that's okay. It is an observation, though, from an old lady, because when people do that to me, I go, your non-response is a response. Your non-response is that you saw my message and you don't want to talk to me. That's okay. Now, this might be something that is a normal thing. I just haven't experienced it. If you don't want to talk to somebody, if you don't want to return somebody's message, if you don't want to communicate with that person, shouldn't we just send like a grumpy face, or a I don't want to talk to you line, or just have something that says I got your message but I'm not interested in talking to you? Because what I do, I'm a really positive person, and you could look at what I'm about to say at positive or negative. When people don't respond to me, I think, what's happened to them? Have they had a car accident? Are they sick? Are they in hospital? Are they dead? Which is very negative, of course, but I'm from the age where if somebody contacts you, you would respond. And even if it's somebody that you don't like, you would never be so rude as to not respond. I'm sharing all of that with you because communication, the art of being able to speak to somebody, having good manners, treating people beautifully, being respectful, being gracious, being kind, I think they're going to be very valuable things in the future because so few people will have them. It seems normal to be rude, it seems normal not to respond, it seems normal to be negative, it seems normal to gossip and criticise, it seems normal to have your phone with you when you go out for dinner and not talk to the people that are at the dinner and rather look at your phone. And that thought just came into my head because I've been hiking and walking around this beautiful place this afternoon, and I came across a lady who, like me, was walking and hiking. I was on my own, so was she, but she was on her phone, so she didn't even see this beautiful view because her head was down facing her phone. I love that, and I'll thank Steve Jobs for that, the Apple man. He decided that every person should have a personal computer in their hand, and now we've all got one. Is the world a better place? There are lots of things that are better, I'm sure. But the art of communication, the art of being able to speak to somebody, the art of creating conversation and enjoying it and being with people and learning stuff because you're talking to somebody, not looking at your screen, I wonder what's going to happen to those things. So this is probably a rant from an old lady, But I'm out in this beautiful place, I'm by myself, and I'm really enjoying it. And I wish that more people could enjoy their own company, not have to be on a phone. And if you are on your phone and somebody contacts you, what kind of reputation will you get if you don't respond? It's just something to consider. I'm living my life to the max. How about you? Check out this beautiful place. Live your life to the max. Super-duper-doo. How are you? Living my life to the max. Woohoo!